To create a believable Eevee water or ocean texture, we have to fake the depths. Because usually if you do it with cycles, you will use a volume node. With this, the deeper the water goes, the light gets less reflected and you get these dark and bright areas. Because you can't render volumes with Eevee right now, we have to fake this effect, and this is exactly how to do it. So you don't have to set up all these nodes manually, just click the link in the description. This will bring you to this nodes pad editor. And just copy all this script, Ctrl A, Ctrl C. In Blender itself, go to the scripting tab, add a new script and paste the text you just have copied in there and just hit run. If it's successfully run, we can go back into the layout tab. Then we will select the water plane or the plane where you want to have the water textures on, and click on the drop-down menu in the shader editor and select the extract water material right here. If you go into the shading editor and just plug in a random HDRI, we can already see we have a quite nice looking water texture. But to improve this quality, actually, we have to go into the render settings of Eevee and also activate ray tracing right here. And also go for the resolution 1:1. This is even a better resolution. Yeah. But for now, we don't have any depths to it. So we also have to go into the geometry node editor. Click on new, and in the drop-down menu also select the water depth calculator. That should already be in there from the script we run before. And all we have to do now is go into the modifiers tab, and under landscape object, we have to select the landscape it should reference. So also click the eyedropper tool and select the landscape. And as you can already see, we get this nice depth color in the deeper areas. If we look at it, the deeper the landscape goes, the darker the area is at the water level. And I just show you quickly what settings you can change to get a better result. First of all, make sure your plane has enough subdivision. So just go into edit mode and add a few more subdivision. Will this increase the effect and also the quality of it? Also in the shader editor, we have the controls, the depth control. There you can play around with how deep the water should look like. If you have some artifacts like this one right here, where the deepest point is super bright, just increase this value until it's perfectly filled. And the wave texture right here is just those small little bumps right here. In the scale, you can play around with the scale, how big the waves should look like, and the strength, how strong the waves are. I think the normal values are good for my scene, but maybe for your scene, you have to play around a little bit with these settings. And the last thing I want to tell you is in the watercolor, we have the last color right here is the exact same color as the first color. This has a purpose because if this would not be here, wait, let me show you. We get these artifacts right at the border of your landscape and the water. But if this is right there, wait, let me move it. It perfectly fixes this arrow. So keep in mind, if you want to change all these colors, you can do whatever you like. Also change the last color to the exact same color as the first one to get the best result. And as always in Eevee, make sure you play around with the light settings, because depending on what HDRI you're using, so let's switch to this one, the water could look completely different. Let's maybe move it to this one. Maybe this looks too plastic for now, therefore you can also change the principal BSDF in here. You could play around a little bit with the transmission, up this or lower this depending on your scene. In Eevee, I would not go all the way up to 1 in transmission, because for me this just looks weird. I would stick around to 0.9 or 0.8 to get quite good result. If you have any questions or the script doesn't work, just write it in the comments. I will try to fix it as fast as possible. And with that being said, I wish you happy creating.